Welcome to another Willy Weighs In. This is game number 3 of the first round series between the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. Series tied 1-1. They're in LA. They're going with the same lineup they had before, which is the 11 forwards, 7 defensemen, Skinner in net. This game gets off to one of the most bizarre starts I think I've ever seen. First off, LA hits a couple posts. You best be rubbing those posts, Skinner, and thanking them. Edmonton, not their greatest start at all this series. But we do get a power play. It's a trip by Danault. He goes off, tripped up Connor. You don't do that. And I'm quite frankly, I'm surprised that the refs have called it, because the officiating in this series has been absolute bullshit garbage. And we see it in this period. I'm going to get to that. Now, here we're on the power play. We get some really great chances. Draisaitl gets a hold of one, but man, he just misses the net. We also see a couple dynamite chances this period by Connor McDavid. One where he drives the net, just gets a little wide, tries to go short side high on Korpisalo. Beautiful try. And another on the power play where he just takes the puck, drives the net. All these Kings fly in on him. He goes out in front and just can't squeak that puck past Korpisalo. My God, if he's flying like that, no problems at all. We see a nice little wrister that misses the net by Bouchard. We're going to get our chances, especially if we get a couple power plays. Speaking of power plays, there are a number of penalties that are called on the Edmonton Oilers. First one, Nurse is going for the hit on Arvidsson. Arvidsson dodges, goes down with the biggest dive bullshit knee-on knee sell I have ever seen. You can clearly see Nurse goes for the hit, they lock ankles, and he falls. So Nurse goes off for tripping. Garbage. Bullshit. Unreal. Hope he got injured on the way down. Yes, I said it, because that is unreal. Garbage call number 1. Then we get another bullshit call. Really shortly after, there's a scrum in the corner. They're playing the puck on the wall, and Ekholm barely cross-checks a guy on the back. Just pushes him up against boards. Called for cross-checking. Are you kidding me? That's 2 soft calls. Edmonton now is killing off a 4-on-3. They do that. They kill off a 5-on-4 as well. They kill off all of LA's power plays this period. But for the love of God, I have seen cross-checks thrown this series that have not been called at all. Consistency's been piss poor in this series on both ends. I'm not just speaking for the Oilers. I'm speaking on behalf of the Kings as well. And then we get another one. There's a little bit of a scrum. Players coming together behind the net. And Desharnais bumps an LA player. Goes off for roughing. Absolute garbage bullshit. There is a vendetta against Canadian teams in this league. I guarantee it. It is mind-boggling. So far, the Kings have 13 power plays in this series, and Edmonton has 5. Bullshit. Unbelievable. It leaves me speechless as a fan. It makes me not want to watch the game, to be completely honest. And my rant's over. At the end of the period, there's a frozen puck on the boards for about, a good minute or two. It's not blown dead, because why do my job as an official? I just call artificial penalties and give LA power plays. I'm super frustrated, as you can tell. Anyways, puck gets out to Iafallo, who gets behind the defense. He takes a shot. First one saved, bats it out of the air, and it's in the net. 1-0 LA. Not worried as an Edmonton Oilers fan at all, because Edmonton's got the firepower to get back into this game, fight back, and come back and win. But my God, the officials. It's disappointing. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Anyways, on to the second. Let's see how this goes. All right, second period comes around, and finally, we get a call. And on that power play, we get nicely set up, and Connor takes a beautiful shot. Top shed, nice cheese, beats the glove side, tie game 1-1. Unreal. Connor comes down, does it again on the opposite side. 2-1, unbelievable, and another garbage call happens. My God. It's Draisaitl taps Doughty's legs. You know, the Kings can rough up the Oilers, but when the Oilers do anything to the Kings, they get called. Slightest bump, absolute joke. Refs are managing this game. On that ensuing power play, Kempe comes down, releases an absolute bomb of a slap shot, beats Skinner, tied up at 2. Fair enough. Connor's buzzing. He goes for another one, and Doughty blocks it with his leg. But before that, there's an interference on Doughty. He gets driven into the boards while interfering with Kane, trying to play the other player, blocking him off. It's a mess. They're mad at each other. It's a 4-on-4. This has been a very, very fun period to watch. The Oilers have also hit the post as well at one point. Hyman's had a great turnaround shot. Yamamoto, right in the slot, wide open. Misses the goddamn net right over. Unreal. At least he's getting a chance. Ceci, prime chance just before that. Nice pass from Draisaitl again. Misses the net. For the love of God, please hit the net. Hit the net, Oilers. Please, please, please. Oh, stressful period. Tie game. Oilers win that period. Kings won the first period. This is intense. It's been a hell of a series. And you know what? That's all I got to say. 2-on-0. 2-on-0. I believe it's Danault, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kings fans. Danault and Ansei Kopitar. Gets the pass over to Kopitar. Kopitar puts it back. Stu Skinner keeps the pad down, makes a massive save. Game-changing save, I tell you. Beautiful. I thought it was going to be 3-2. I was like, here we go. No. Tied 2-2. Going into the third. Let's finish it off. I'm calling it right here. Connor McDavid Hattie. Let's go! Woohoo! Third period comes around, and I got to tell you, I'm a lot happy with it. There was a penalty called against the Oilers. It was on Clean Costin. Yes, he interfered. I agreed with the call. Actually, I agreed. Unbelievable. They kill it off, and there's some back and forth. Edmonton really peppers Korpisalo. Scary goaltender, but Skinner is holding up his end as well, making some really good pad saves, keeping the puck out of the net. You know, Edmonton's laying the body. They, they're blocking shots like crazy as well. It's been a crazy period. There was also, before the penalty was called, there was a shot down low off of Ceci's stick. He almost tips it into his own net. For the love of God. Nerve-wracking. Stressful. Easy way to lose weight here, folks. Invest yourself in a team. For the love of God. Now we're off to overtime. Connor almost gets another one near the end of the period, too. Goes for the bank off Korpisalo's helmet and in, but it pops out of play. Intense game. Anyways, here we go to the second overtime of this series. Go Oil! Overtime comes around, and Danault pins Connor McDavid on the ground like Costin did, kneeling on him full body for quite some time. No call. Garbage reffing. No consistency. You set a standard, you bloody well follow it. Unreal. Then Edmonton gets a penalty, slashing. Nuge slashes the stick out of the hands of a King, and they go on the power play. There's a high stick, puck falls down, no call, and the Kings score. Kings score, it's challenged, nothing. Bullshit way to end the game. Unbelievable, awful reffing. Game management's happening in this series, and it's speechless. Awful. If Edmonton loses this series, it is 100% because of the awful game management officials have been creating. It's been unbelievable. And you know what? LA fans chime in too. I'm pretty fair either way. It's been awful. Anyways, it's been a Willy Weighs In. Please like, subscribe, join the comments in the bottom. Would love to hear Kings fans' comments as well. Hey, they lead the series 2-1. By no means is it over. Yeah, guess we'll see you on Sunday for game number 4 in LA. And yeah, please watch Main Pod with myself, Pilon, Sanjay, and Baron. Take care.